Hello, Amy Elizabeth, somatic and intuitive healer here. And today, Venus moves into Libra. So this is Venus moving home. She's the ruler of two signs, Taurus and Libra. And to me, Venus feels very, very different depending on which of her home signs she's in. When she's in Taurus, for me, she's in this home space of knocking around in her fuzzy slippers, really settling in, getting cozy, and just feeling into nourishing foods, just real deep self-nourishment. When Venus is in Libra, she feels more to me like, how do I show up and nourish the things that I love? So Taurus to me feels like this version of Venus who is really paying attention to her self-care, that I value myself, and when I value myself, I can then turn outward and value everything around me. And when she is at home in Libra, it feels more like a really paying attention to relationships, the beauty of those relationships, and her ability to show up and find harmony and balance. And it's a balance of power, because Venus, like our friend Pluto, is a lot about power, which I find interesting, and we're gonna look at a little bit bigger picture stuff. So as Venus settles home in Libra, she is putting away her organizational hat that she wears and her detail-orientated hat that she wears when she's in Virgo, and she's settling into a softer space where she's interested in how things feel, and thought processes and connection through, I want to sit down and have a deep conversation with you, is Venus in Libra. When she gets home to Libra for me, she wants to hear what you have to say. She wants to share her thoughts and her feelings so that there's a simpatico that is happening. Now, Venus, as I said, also rules Taurus, which is where the North Node is right now. And she is part of her energy thread, part of her archetypal energy thread is about our relationship to power, which is what's going to connect me here to Pluto, because Pluto is very much our relationship to power. So we've got these two archetypes that are our relationship to power, who are ruling the nodes right now. So Venus is ruling the North Node. The North Node is answering to Venus because it's in her home sign. And the South Node is in Scorpio, answering to Pluto. So we're really being looked. We're in eclipse season. There's this deep, dark going in, churning up, finding the things that we're ready to allow to die off, so that that energy that it's taking us to maintain the belief systems, the plans and dreams, the structures that don't work can be recycled. Which brings me to my mushroom picture from earlier this week. And what does a mushroom have to do with all of this? So a mushroom is the fruit of the mycelium. And the mycelium is our great recycler. It is found in all land masses that are healthy, because it lives in the soil and it works to recycle and to break down and to help us release that which no longer serves. Oftentimes when I personally shamanic journey, it is the mycelium and the mycelium body that comes up and will actually pull me down as it disintegrates my ego self so that my spiritual self can continue on its journey. And we are in the eclipse. We're in eclipse season. We have an eclipse coming up at the end of October. We're less than a month away. And so really be paying attention to what is coming up. This October eclipse is a south node eclipse. It's on a new moon. So we're going into the darkness first. And Scorpio, Pluto is the lord of the dead. He's the lord of the underworld. And this axis where we've got Taurus and Scorpio kind of push-pulling. What is it time to release and eliminate that Scorpio energy? And this can be secrets. This can be our belief systems that aren't serving us, our own BS. Our structures and our patterns of being. Right now, there's going to be some shifting in October as we move toward eclipse season. Mercury goes direct. Pluto's going to go direct. Mars is going to go retrograde. There's a series of asteroids that are shifting also in October. So it is really playing into the tension of the Saturn-Uranus square that's happening with Jupiter smack dab in the middle, expanding it. Jupiter is going to be passing over the world point again, broadening our view, asking us to see more, asking us to see further as we walk into this eclipse season. And the beauty of working with mycelium, the beauty of recognizing mycelium is it's so expansive. It's so huge. It's a banking system. And the mushroom, the part that we see, is just this itty bitty bitty part of it. So really bringing our awareness to the fact that we see this much. We see the fruit of the mycelium. And beneath that is a whole system. So accessing and using this eclipse season to go deeper than what we can see, to go deeper than just the mushroom, go deeper than just the fruit, and go into what we cannot see so that we start to have a feel for what our relationship with power is. Our friend Vesta is hanging out fairly close within a 5-degree orb of Saturn. So we're being asked to look at the structure of home and hearth, the structure of we're revisiting this because they already pinged earlier this year. And now with both Vesta and Saturn retrograde, we're being asked to revisit this structure, to rethink. They're in Aquarius. They are asking us to think galactically, think globally, act locally. And as with Venus in Libra, she's asking us for more harmony. And Venus at home in Libra, while we're having this eclipse season, which is really lighting up this nodal axis. The south node is often considered our fate. The north node is considered our destiny. Destiny is hard to walk towards because it's something that is unknown and something that we don't know. When we're dealing with an eclipse, you can almost work with an eclipse portal as if it is a medicine walk. That you're starting in the south node, you're recognizing where your wounding is, where you are afraid, where you are stuck, where you are in grief, where you are in guilt, where you are lacking in forgiveness. So you can start to shift in that 2-week eclipse peduncle, 2-week eclipse portal into the west, where you need to let go and release and say goodbye to that which is not working, and that is promoting the wounding, so that we can walk into the north where we gather the wisdom and we gather the medicine and the healing, so we can walk into the east and come out of that eclipse portal in a different, more elevated place that is going to align us better. It's going to put us in deeper harmony, Venus in Libra. And that North Node is answering to Libra. The North Node right now is asking us, how do we move in deeper harmony? Not with our ego self, but with capital L, life. So that's my little for today. Just want to see if there's any other things to pick up on here. No, I think we're good. We're gonna call it. Just be really aware of what you are leaning into in search of harmony. Are the things you're leaning into more about control and power? Or are they actually about being in harmony? Harmony is allowing the light of each person to shine, so that each voice and each sound and each light is heard. We can, if anybody's ever been to Barcelona, Spain, and been to Sagrada de Familia, you will understand the harmony of light. Antonio Gaudi was brilliant, and I really think he had a deep, deep understanding of quantum physics, which is about particle and frequency. And he understood the frequency of light and the frequency of sound, and how to turn those things into a tangible holding within a physical space, so that people could see it and experience it in a really physical Taurian, Pluto and Capricorn, boots on the ground, earthy way of experiencing the quantum reality of particle and frequency. So that's a whole other conversation. If you have questions, comments, dedications, requests, please leave them below in the comments. I love hearing from you and interacting with you. Women's Circle is going to be working with the South Node in October and the North Node in November. We are going to be taking a big 2-month-long journey of walking this medicine walk, of working with our core wound, of working with our past and the place that we're most comfortable with, so that we can walk towards destiny. It's going to be a little 2-month-long Fate to Destiny walk. So if you want to join us, every woman gets a customized natal reading both months. So one reading per month. You sign up per month with my Women's Circle. And then on the final Thursday of each month, November is shifted due to Thanksgiving. It's the Wednesday. We gather on Zoom and we do some experiential pieces, and then we talk it all out. So reach out. I love to hear from you.